It's October 1st, 331 BC, and Alexander the Great marches into Persia. He is leading a mighty, powerful, experienced army ready to conquer the East. But standing in his way is Darius III, who has also mustered a mighty army to confront the naive king of Macedonia. Welcome to the Battle of Gaugamela. What's up, guys? So we've got an epic historical battle on DEI, the mod for Rome 2. It's like a realistic mod. It's very cool. And we've got some players here that are obviously recreating the famous Battle of Gaugamela. I always want to say Gaugamela. Gaugamela. All right? So it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, speaking of epic battles, we do, that reminds me of today's sponsor, NordVPN. You know, guys, every time you use the internet, you are at war, and your data and your privacy is under threat by great forces of evil that only want to use your information for their gain. Well, that is why you need a VPN, and more specifically, you need the best VPN on the market, NordVPN. So VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. It's a service that protects your internet connection and privacy online. VPNs create an encrypted tunnel for your data, protects your online identity by hiding your IP address, and allows you to use public Wi-Fi hotspots safely. So guys, if you're using the internet, you need to use a VPN as well. Go to the link down in my video description or go to nordvpn.com/Apollo and get yourself a subscription plan. Now, if you're someone that's still on the fence and you're not sure if you're gonna get it, well, listen to this, bucko. Imagine it this way. You have data, right? It's your king. All right, your data is your king and you need to protect it. How do you protect it? Castle walls, artillery, troops. That is NordVPN. And the enemies out there with the massive armies that will wage war against you with reckless hate, that's greedy corporations, corrupt government agencies, hackers. They're all coming at you. And it would be stupid of you to try to protect your territory without a castle. So get yourself a castle. So guys, don't hesitate any longer. Look down in the video description or go to nordvpn.com/Apollo. And if you get a 2-year plan, you'll get 3 months free. And if you use my creator link, you'll get an additional month free. So that's 4 total with this awesome plan, this awesome subscription. And here's the best part. If you don't like it, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, guys. 30 days. That's so much time for you to try it. So don't hesitate, or the evil forces will come for your data, and they'll use it, and it's not good. So another big thank you to NordVPN for the sponsor, and let's get back to our good old Bannerlord adventures. All right, guys, welcome back to the battlefield. So this is a huge scenario here. You can see it's a 4v4. It's going to be a little framey, guys. It's a large amount of units. You can see it's already pretty laggy. But yeah, we have Macedon. They are obviously all Macedon factions. They're all forces of Macedon, 4 players. Then we've got a different mix of units. I wouldn't say the factions are historical. Obviously, this is just Persia on this side, but it's being represented by various factions like Bactria and etc. Some other factions I don't know how to pronounce, so you know, I think they're like Persian factions, but I promise you the lag will get better as this goes on, as the units start to kill each other. And here we go. Speaking of killing each other, Bactria is getting aggressive here. And by the way, they're not playing out this battle like the real battles played out. Think of it as a fresh new start. You went back in time, you know everything that you know now about how this battle played out, and now you're going to try to change it up. And Bactria is certainly doing that. They are pushing a lot of cav, skirmish cav, melee cav, lancer cav. They're pushing them all the way to the flank of the Macedonians. And the Macedonians are calling I wouldn't say retreat, but they are advancing backwards to protect the rear of their army, and they're also getting just shredded by some archer fire from the Bactrians. Some horse archers just letting loose those arrows. Now over on this side, this would be the left wing of the army. You can see that Alexander, he's pushing his Lancer cav here all the way on the left flank, accompanied with some slingers and javelin men. So he's kind of doing what they did historically, but on the other side, if I'm not mistaken. And you can see he's pushing extremely aggressive, extremely hard right now on the left flank, where Bactria is kind of doing the opposite as we speak. And now we do have some clash of units here. Some cav charging into some hoplites. So they're going to try to hold down the fort, but it looks like they are going to line up a charge here with this cav. Yes, they are. Yes, sirree, Bob. And again, I apologize about the lagginess. Keep in mind that this is a mod, and there's thousands of units on the battlefield right now, and the game just can't handle it. But it will get better as time goes on, and more soldiers lose their lives. And they've got this unit exactly where they want them. They charged them, they surrounded. It almost seemed like this was a sacrificial unit to buy time for the Macedonians. And you can see the Macedonians are like, "Where's Alexander? The right flank is falling." Yeah, so the right flank is kind of retreating towards the center, trying to get out of there. And they're going to try to sway the momentum of this attack over to the left side. And now it looks like the Greeks here, the Macedonians, are going to engage potentially. He's moved up some horse archers. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a light missile cav. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's a light missile cav moving forward. I think he's a little bit afraid of these chariots, which he's got the chariots lined up here. But I think he's going to try to use some projectiles to weaken the chariots a little bit. The chariots see that, and they're going to go ahead and fall back. Yeah, they see what's going on here. And now we've got some horse archers moving forward. I'm sorry, this is a jabby cav, a light missile cav. Close range. Look at these shields. Very cool shields. And now they're being pursued. Oh yeah, they're being pursued. Now let's see if the Greeks can catch up to them. They are getting peppered down a little bit by their missiles. It's a fast-moving cav. But are they fast enough? It does not. Well, kind of. Yeah, they're pretty fast. They're getting some of them in the back, but most of them are going to get out of there without any kind of real issue. Well, actually, one unit's kind of getting caught here. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But yeah, that is how the battle is playing out so far. A lot of hit-and-run tactics. Bactria is getting insanely aggressive, going around the flank of the Macedonian forces. This would be the right flank. Now, if we go to the tactical view, you can get a bigger picture, better picture of what's going on. Here's all the Bactrians pushing, and then you can see that they're kind of converging in here. The centers are both holding strong, but it does appear that the Macedonians are about to push the center. This is a really cool battle. Like, from this point of view, it really does, like, look like Gaugamela, you know, in terms of numbers and size. I don't know. It just looks cool. Looks very cool. I think they did a great job of recreating this battle, and so far it's definitely playing out in a very interesting way, in a somewhat similar way to the real battle, but kind of mirrored. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But back over this way, we do finally have the clash of cav. The clash of cav and chariots going into the fight. So it's going to be a little messy here for both sides, honestly. But it does appear to be in favor of the Greeks, the Macedonians. And look at Alexander. This is Alexander himself, I assume. It's the general unit, so we can roleplay like it's Alexander. And he's just going in. He's looking for Darius. He's looking for him. Where is this son of a gun? Going for the serpent's head. Alright, but this is a chaos fight right now. And it does seem that the dust is settling a little bit. And now we've got some swordsmen, light melee infantry. I'm just kidding. These are jabbies. These are going in to support the cav and to get some good kills on the enemy infantry. Yeah, he's just throwing. He's throwing into this fight. And look at that. Look at the breaking going on from the Persians. Just cannot handle the might of the Macedonian lancers. Now they're charging in with blue cloaks and all. Woo! Woo! It's like I'm watching I don't know, images slide by. Like what is that called? What is it when you have images? Forget it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Now we've got some pikes here, hoplite pikes moving forward, and they are about to confront the Persian infantry, which honestly outmatched to these pikemen. So we'll see how they take them on. Oh my God, look at this lone guy. He's like, I will be the first to go in. Okay, just kidding. I'll slow down a little bit so you guys can catch up. But yeah, they're charging in. They're gonna get their pikes wet. They're gonna get in the thick of it, and there they go. There they go. So they charged them in a little. They charged them in a little bit. Words are hard. Oh, look at this position. Look at this. Ah, pikes! Ah. There they go. Very nice. Got some more pikes here, but he is kind of defending the flank. Look at this. This has been the Macedonian side that has been protecting. This is the one that's been kind of falling back. Now they must stand their ground and protect the flank of the main line that is engaged. The Persians. This is so cool. This is awesome. There they go, fighting the good fight. And that looks good for the Macedonians if they can keep that up. And really what they need to make sure is their pikemen do not get flanked. And now we can start to see the game start to become a little bit more smooth. And the Macedonians are going full force, like charging in. Do you guys remember the border lines? This red borderline historically in the battle? You guys remember that? It's like Alexander's like, we must flank more. Like, no, we're at the red line. The cursed red line. Ah! We can't get past the red line, sir. Sire. Yeah, it sucks. Well, they're going to do their best, and they're going to maneuver as much as possible. It looks like the Persians are kind of taking a defensive position. And again, this battle seems to be kind of mirroring each other, where on the left side, the Greeks are pushing in, and the Persians are kind of holding. And then over on the other side, it's the other way around, where the Greeks are holding and the Persians are pushing forward. Now here comes more hoplites trying to secure the flank of this poor pike unit that's getting flanked by the Persians. Lots of archer fire coming in. And look at this front line. Look at these Greeks go. And here's a nice cinematic view. Look at this guy. He's just like sitting there. He's like, dang, I shouldn't have charged in. These pikes, man, they hurt. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, these guys are dropping fast. And smart play by the Persians. Try to pepper down the pikemen here, because I think that's their best bet in trying to soften their numbers. Fighting them head on is not going to do anything, but this infantry, think of them as a placeholder, okay? A placeholder. Oh my God, look at these arrows. They're like, look how close they are. They're just like barely pulling back the arrow. Is that even going to do anything? Is that even going to be enough momentum to penetrate the Greek armor? But look at this fight over here, this hillside over on the left side from the Greeks' perspective. Absolute chaos. It's hard to tell what's going on. Well, let's go ahead and do an overhead view. Look at this. Look at this over here. The Bactrians are trying to encircle the Greeks, and the Greeks are trying to encircle the Persian. Now I say Bactrians, but it's not really. They're Bactrians in the game, but they're representing the Persians. So, you know, keep that, because I know someone's going to be, watch, I'm telling you guys, look down in the comments right now. Someone's going to be like, Apollo, you know, they weren't Bactrians. Like, yeah, we know, shut up. You're not smart. You're not cool. You're not smart. All right. But yeah, they're fighting the good fight over in the front still. The pikes seem to be unstoppable at this point, which is good for them. I'm glad they got the pikes in the fight, because they might need them to turn around and deal with the huge issue happening on the far side, on this right side of the Greek perspective. But they are desperately holding on. But honestly, guys, numbers is what the advantage of the Persians have here. And they need to use these numbers to surround and flank these hoplite positions, because there's no way they're going to beat them head on. And that's kind of what he's doing right now. He is using his numbers, using all this cav. You know, honestly, we might want to see some Greek cav fall back and support this front. Oh my gosh, it's getting crazy. Get another tactical view. Yeah, I don't think the Macedonians are going to send anything to support. Look at this. We've got 3 units of missile cav going around this flank. The center lines are doing well, but unfortunately, he had to call them off from the main attack because their flank is about to be exposed. That was probably a smart move, but here's the issue, guys. The Persians still have archers. They still have arrows that are going to blot out the sun. And there's no shade to fight under. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's nothing. So they're kind of falling back. They're kind of squaring up here a little bit. Doing a little bit of a noob box. Which honestly, you know, people say noob box as if it's a negative thing. But it is the sound strategy in this current situation. They're outnumbered. They've got to deal with a lot of cav. And then it's not a complete noob box, you know, by any means, but it's more of just like an arrow point. But oh, he's still pushing forward though. And the reason he's pushing forward is because he wants to destroy this part of the army, and so he's gonna push in. He's got the cav going down here. It's a mess right now. An absolute bloody mess. We are closing down the last 10 minutes of the battle left in the battle replay, and it's still really hard to determine who's going to win. Now, the balance of power is in favor of the Persians, but historically, if we look at that battle before it began, I would say the Persians look like they would have won it, just based on the sheer size of the Persian army. And it does appear that the Persians are breaking down the Greek forces, and they're having to retreat and reform over to this hill. And, you know, the Greeks, the Macedonians, they really got to win here fast. They got to get some hammer and anvil going. They got to get behind the enemy and crush this section of the army so they can regroup, reform, and deal with this Persian flank that is closing in. Now the Greeks are trying to keep some cav back, trying to keep some of the Persian cav back. I was gonna say backtrip, but I don't want some nerd being like, actually, Apollo, backtrip didn't exist. All right, so sorry, but they're pushing forward, and okay. I'm sorry. You can dislike the video. But yeah, they're just zoning them out. They're using a couple units, and it's kind of working. The horse archers, though, are just like, they're fine with it. They're like, whatever, that's fine. You can chase us. We're just going to throw some pointy sticks at you, and they'll probably kill you. So we're good with that. So that's good. That's all good and dandy. They're keeping them busy. And it does appear finally at this point that the Greeks are going to break this section of the army. We have Darius over here getting surrounded. He's like, no! Well, he probably didn't sound like that.
Yes, Commander!
No, what? I'm getting surrounded. That's how the Persians sounded. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't sound like that. It didn't sound like that. Oh, but he's holding on and he's breaking the Macedonian cav. This flank here has not been too beneficial for the Macedonians. It seems downright horrid for them, as this strategy seems to be backfiring, and the Persians have an opportunity to charge in their cav and to save their infantry from the Greeks swallowing them whole. There we go, nice little charge there. So it's not looking good. History does not appear to be repeating itself, but it's still early in the battle, guys. Now let's not forget, the Persians may have numbers, but the Greeks have skill and heart. So you ever see Captain Planet or whatever? You know, that one kid who has heart? It's important. Important. And that's what the Greeks got. They've got heart. And they continue to fight on. Alexander's unit's getting pretty battered right now. Down to 91 men. Originally had 200. And they're fighting. Alexander and Darius is fighting each other. And they're holding on for dear life. This is a good opportunity to kill the general, though. He's getting a little too crazy. All right, things are getting wild. Good tactical view. See how things have shifted. So you can see that they've been pushed to this corner. There's a couple units kind of scattered from the Greeks, but most of them are consisting around this front line area. He does have some rear guard, trying to protect the rear of his army from the Bactrian horse archers. But I would say 80% of the army is in the front line, ready to hold against whatever the Persians throw at them. Now let's keep in mind that the Greek infantry is very deadly. And for the Persians to win this, they must rely on a lot of skirmishers. But here's the thing, guys. Do they have enough ammo? Look at this lone Greek. He's like, I've had enough of you, Persia. Damn. So he dies fighting the Persians single-handedly. But he dies a hero. And here comes the Persians. They're about to embrace the infantry. A warm embrace. Not exactly too warm. But they're about to charge the Greek infantry as they finish up the general. One of the generals. There's another general over here. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, way over on this flank, there is a lot of fighting going on here. Oh my gosh. Look at this chariot. He's got protection from arrows and the sun. These little domes. Whoa, these guys look awesome. Look at this. This is such a cool unit. They've got the tiger pelt here with some jabbies on the side. Dude, this is like a Lamborghini ancient world style, you know? Like, these guys be flexing their wealth. These guys look sick. He's got some jaguar, or what is that, cheetah skin or something? He's like, yeah, my chariot's got 4 horsepower. 4 horsepower. How about yours? Oh, I just got a 1 horsepower, and I don't have the sunroof. You know, say what you want about these chariots, they're not convertible. You know? Anyways, they're going in to charge in the infantry, trying to take care of them. The Greeks are pushing forward to try to help out. They just definitely need to get more pikey pikes up there to try to kill those horses and those chariots. They are moving forward.
Ready and waiting.
They are moving forward. Yes. Now over here, look at this. There is some hope for the Greeks. They have caught the Bactrian horse archers, and they have utterly vanquished them. So they don't have to worry about their flank being exposed anymore. So now we can do, see, look at this. Now their flank is secure. They can take all these units in the back and send them forward to support the front. Now, if the Macedonians can take care of the chariots pretty effectively, they're going to be looking pretty good here, guys. And quite honestly, I don't know why we say that. Honestly, guys, frankly, my dear, I think they have dealt with the chariots. Yeah, they have. Very nice. Very nice. They've dealt with the chariots, and now they can regroup, reform, and take on these Persians head on. Where the Persians really, they need to use their numbers to flank, is what they need. and they're really, this is good formation for the Greeks because they could take this on. But I would try to take the units in the back and to peel them out and get behind the Greeks. I think that's what you have to do. But this is looking good for Macedon. They might actually turn this around. The balance of power is pretty even. I'd say it's slightly in favor of the Persians, but it's not, you know what it's not counting for? Heart. It's not counting for the Macedonian heart. And if it was, it'd be way in favor of Macedon right now. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. All right, so Macedon, there's some small pockets of fighting here, but they are going to be able to deal with this. Look at these Greeks here. Damn, they're looking good. So they're about to be flanked by, look at this guy, hold on, where'd he go? Look, it looks kind of like Mario. Look, this is Mario. He's like, oh no, how did I get in the Persian army? It's me, Mario. Like, I'm just a plumber. Where's Princess Peach? Princess Peach. Roxanne, played by Princess Peach. Alexander the Great, played by Mario. It's me, Alexander the Great. Coming to invade the East. Mario. And then he gets Roxanne, played by Princess Peach. Very cool, very cool. Anyway, so there's a big fight going on there. And look at this, guys. They just cannot withstand. They got to spread. At this point, I think the best hope for the Persians is to spread out and try to flank. Now, DEI morale systems are a little strange. So sometimes it's good to keep your units layered. It kind of helps the morale a little bit. But I just don't know. I think they got to risk it for a biscuit here at this point, as the British would say. Risk it for a biscuit. You've got to risk it for a biscuit. I love... Yes, I love biscuits. Biscuits. No, it's a cookie. It's a cookie, you idiot. British people. You know? What am I even on about? So the Persians, man, they got some nice, you know. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, they are gonna keep sending forward troops. But if they keep, I don't know, I don't like what the Persians are doing here. They're kind of sending their units in waves, and it does appear if they do that, they're going to get absolutely crushed. And here's the bad thing. Over here, this flank has been utterly crushed. The Macedonians are about to have a bunch of reinforcements that can converge over to the front line. So the window of opportunity for the Persians to win this one is closing. It's a closing, and the balance of power is now in favor of Macedon. I would say, I think the Persians, what they should have done here is been more aggressive. And see, finally, we're getting normal frames here. Yeah, I think the Persians should have been more aggressive with their infantry, tried to thread the needle, so to speak. To get in between the pikes and surround and envelop and just, you know, harass the pikes. And I just think they weren't able to do that enough. And now the Greeks will push forward. And let's look at the balance of power, or look at the tactical map now. Look at this. So it does appear that history will repeat itself. I would say this battle might have been a little bit bloodier, relatively speaking, with the sizes of the armies. Darius? What is it, Darius or Darius? I kind of forgot. I'm terrible with names. Is it Alexander the Great or Alexander the Meh? Alexander the Meh. Funny how we say that, you know, when something's just kind of average, like meh. You know what the French say when something's average? Bouf. Bouf. Oh, bouf. Bouf. What? Huh? Eh? So it does not look good for the Persians as their flanks are crumbling. Their flank is about to be rolled up on by multiple units here. And guys, let's all be honest here. We're all rooting for Alex. We're all rooting for Alexander the Great in this one. We're all happy he won again, right? He can continue his conquest into the east. And find his sweet, sweet Roxanne. Roxanne. He's got some units in the back area, just dazed and confused, I suppose. They're tired, standing over the victorious dead and the defeated dead as well. And now we're in the final minute of the battle, and guys, unless the Persians can kill all the generals, I don't see them I don't see this victory. Maybe all the Greeks will die from heat stroke instantly, all at the same time. Blah. And if that's the case, then the Persians might have a shot. But I don't think heat stroke was coded into the game. I don't think that's going to happen. Now we're at the last 30 seconds of the battle, and frankly, guys, frankly, I don't give a damn. No, it's gonna be over. This was a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this battle, don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe, become a subscriber. I'm trying to reach 1 million before my channel dies, and I feel like my channel's on life alert. My channel has life alert. No, my channel is on. It's on. It's not looking good for my channel. Okay. Anyway, just subscribe. All right. I just want to get the gold plaque. I know it's meaningless, but it's all I have in life. You know what I mean? All I got. All right. So there we go. Battle ended. Battle ended. Let's end the replay and look at the results here. So this was really fun. No joke though. This was cool to watch. Oh, there's no end results. Anyways, this was sent in by Bane. He's like, yes, I love Total War. Now Bane sent this in. He's a YouTube member. I believe he's a YouTube member. Nonetheless, thank you for the battle replays. He sent this a while ago, and finally I was able to cover it. So this was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're like what, like 95,000 away. It's gonna be a long time, but we will certainly try. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time on the battlefield.